Hello, in this video I will show you how to install and use Netctl in an Arch-based distribution or Arch Linux itself in order to manage your Wi-Fi connectivity. Now you may be asking, maybe perhaps you have NetworkManager installed, and if it is working perfectly fine for you, I would just leave it as is. It's a good package. The issue that I have this week, updates are always coming through on Arch, on Arch Linux, and a recent update has brought with it a software regression, and my Wi-Fi keeps crashing on me. It'll stay up for maybe a couple hours, but at some point the Wi-Fi will crash, and the only way I can get it working again is to reboot. It's happened to me 3 times this last week. And something like this happened to me about 4 or 5 years ago on Arch Linux, which is how I discovered Netctl in the first place. With that being said, again, if your NetworkManager, if you're using it and it's working perfectly fine, then just continue using it. But if you're affected by the same software regression that I'm affected by this week, you may be having some issues with it. They'll probably get it fixed, and there might be an update that will fix it. It could come next week, it could come next month, but at some point I'm sure they'll fix it. But in the meantime, installing and using Netctl is a way to work around for that, so you can just not have to worry about your Wi-Fi crashing. And to do it's very simple. So let's get started. I'm going to open up the terminal. Let me increase the size here. I'm assuming, like, I just rebooted, so right now NetworkManager is working. It has not crashed on me, so I still have internet connectivity. Now, if you're not able to connect via Wi-Fi at this point because you need to install a couple of packages, you might want to install an Ethernet cable, see if you can connect via the Ethernet cable, and if that's not working for you, the next thing to try is to boot from an Arch installation disk archroot into your system and see if you can get the packages installed that way. So there's really one package we need and one optional package. The package that we need is Netctl, and the optional package is if you're going to be using DHCP for your IP address assignment. And if you're going to be using that, the packages that I'm using is DHCP-CD. According to the Arch Wiki, there's another package that's available, but I just chose DHCP-CD. So we'll go to install sudo pacman-s netctl and dhcpcd. Okay, so those are installed. The next thing we do, I'm going to move my terminal to the left side of the screen here. Let's clear this. We need to find the name of the Wi-Fi interface that we're using. So we're going to type cat, which is going to give us a listing. And the listing of the file that we're listing is under prc netdev. Okay, and as we go through, these are all the network interfaces on my system. VRBO, that's for virtual machines, and EN01, that's my Ethernet adapter, the wired one. The LO, I think, is also for the virtual machines. So my Wi-Fi is this one, WLP9SO. Okay, so we've identified that. I'll leave that up there. Let's open up our file manager. Go into your file system, and then we're going to go to etc. It's here. Then we're going to find, since we've installed Netctl, there should be a folder here called Netctl. And there's Netctl. Okay, so Netctl comes with example configuration files. We have set one of these configuration files up for our system. Now for my system, I'm just doing wireless networking with WPA. So I'll select that network file. Actually, before we do that, we need to open this as root. So let me go back to Etsy. We need root access. Now I'm on Dolphin, and by default, the Dolphin file manager does not have open as root, but it is available as a plugin. And I have another video that shows you how to enable open as root in the Dolphin file manager, and I'll put a link to that video in the description below. The Cinnamon desktop comes with Nemo. Nemo has open as root by default. In the file manager in GNOME, open as root can be accomplished by clicking on the very bottom on the left-hand side pane where it says there's a plus mark and it says other devices. You click on that, and in the address field you type something like admin with a capital A : // It's something like that. If that exact syntax doesn't work, you can search it. Just search on Google for a GNOME file manager open as root, and it'll pop up. There's a number of sites that give you that command. So anyways, I'm assuming that you can open as root. Open the Netctl file as root. Of course, type in your password. Now we'll go to the examples. Now the example that I need is this wireless WPA, because I'm just connecting to Wi-Fi that's using WPA encryption. So I'll copy that and I'll paste it here. Now you can use the default name, or you can name it whatever you'd like to name it. Like you can, just for testing purposes, I'll just name it my Wi-Fi. Okay. So we'll open up this file. And the first thing with the interface, default it has WLAN0, but that's not the name of mine. Mine is this WLP. So what I'm going to do is copy that and paste that there. Now, this is what created some confusion for me, where it says my network. By default, it's using single quotes there and under the network key. And NetworkManager uses WPA supplicant, and I see no reason to change that, because when I tried out Netctl by default using WPA supplicant, it was working. But WPA supplicant does not work with this exact syntax. It needs double quotes. So we use the double quotes, and then here you can put your SSID, and then you're going to change this to double quotes also. And again, this is assuming that you're using WPA supplicant. This basically in the scenario that I have, where I have NetworkManager working, but I'm having issues with it, so I'm changing. So you're going to type in whatever your key is. So what I'm going to do, I want to keep my ESSID and my key private. So I'm going to pause the video, and then I'll restart the video after I've entered my ESSID and my key, and then I'll close the file and I'll restart the recording. Okay, so I've entered my SSID and my key into that file. Now that we have that done, the next thing that we probably should do is let's go ahead and disable NetworkManager. Stop it and disable. So let's do sudo systemctl stop NetworkManager. And then we're going to disable it. Okay, so that's disabled and stopped. Now what we need to do is start and enable this package here, and that has a little bit different syntax. So it's sudo netctl enable, and it's the name of whatever you name this file. So here I've named that file my Wi-Fi. So now what you might want to do is name that file what your SSID is, especially if you have multiple SSIDs that you may use. Then you can have a profile for each one, and you can disable and enable the profile. And in fact, if you look at the examples here, there's some way to actually for automatically, you can actually configure Netctl to automatically detect and jump between Wi-Fi networks, depending on signal strength, I'm guessing. I haven't played with it, but I know that's an option, but that's beyond the scope of this video. So we're going to enable that file. Oh, I forgot the L on the end. Okay, it's enabled. Now let's start this. Okay, now let's see if we have connectivity. Let's ping Google, the IP. Network is unreachable. And let's give it a second again. Okay, it's working now. It just needed a little extra time. Okay, so let's stop that. Now, we have networking, we have internet, but internet, our domain name resolution isn't working. Let me show you. Now we know that ping's working, but if I try to ping Google itself, it's not working. And the reason is that we need to enable the systemd resolve service for our domain name resolution. So we'll type sudo systemctl enable systemd resolve d.service. And we'll try starting that service. I found before that I believe I had to reboot for it to work though. Let's give it a moment. We restarted it. It may not be working yet. I may need to reboot, but let me check it now. Okay, it is working. I didn't have to reboot. Maybe earlier I didn't wait for long enough for the system to do it. So we have networking working, we have internet access. Now there's one more step you may want to do. Let me clear this. There's one more step that you may want to do if you are mapping network drives in your FS tab file. What happens with me in Arch is that sometimes, well actually if I have directories on my network that are mapped in my FS tab file, Arch will try to mount those directories before the Wi-Fi is actually up and running. And so what ends up happening is after I get back, after actually I'm logged into Arch, I'll have to go into the terminal and write and type sudo mount-a in order to map those. But there's a command, there's another service that we can enable so that we make sure that that the Wi-Fi is up before it tries to mount those drives, so you don't run into that issue. So we're going to start and enable one other service. Systemctl enable netctl -wait -online. Okay, and we're going to start that service. Okay, now if that way when you reboot, and you have the directories mount, it will mount those directories on reboot without any issues. It should, anyways. So that's about it. That's all I had to present for this video. If you got anything out of this, if it helped you, if you had a problem with NetworkManager and you want to switch over to Netctl for a while until you get those issues resolved, perhaps it will help you. Please hit the like button. Thank you and have a good day.